Hello and welcome again to our another screencast. This time we're talking about Chapter 13, Section 4, Machines in the Body. This time we just have Mrs. Kim. Mrs. Alleman is not here with us today, but she'll be back. All right, as always, you should have already read in the book pages 532 to 539. Please read that and follow along with your book in this PowerPoint. It'll make things much easier. All right, today's essential question is, how do joints in the body compare to simple machines? So, in order to know this, we need to know what work, force, and a machine is. Force. What is force? A force is a push or a pull on an object. Okay? Whenever you push or pull on an object, you are exerting a force. This force could be big or it could be small. If you're weak like me, you're exerting a small force. If you're strong like Emmy, it's a large force. Work though, is when you actually move the object. So even though I'm pushing against the wall as hard as I can, if that wall is not moving, I'm not doing any work. So work is when you exert a force on an object and that object moves. Well, this gets us into a machine. Because Mr. Knox is quite weak, Mr. Knox needs a machine to do work for him. A machine is a device that allows me to increase my strength, basically, or increase the distance. But a machine makes work easier for me. So Mrs. Kim's going to be talking about levers and the different types of machines. Thank you.
Well, it is true, Mr. Knox is very weak. Weaker than Mrs. Kim. Okay, so lever is a type of machine that helps you do work easier. I'm sure you recognize a couple of these. You recognize the broom, the wheelbarrow, okay, and the stick, trying to move the rock. Those are all types of levers. And you have levers in your body too. It gives you a mechanical advantage. It helps you do work easier. And there are three different classes of or types of levers. We have a first-class lever. This is an example of first-class lever, second-class lever, and a third-class lever. And let's see how it is in our body. No, I'm sorry, this is a first-class one. Okay. A fulcrum is a lever rotates around a fixed point called a fulcrum. And in this case, the fulcrum is located right here. You push down on it, you put effort on it, and then the load or the resistance goes up the other way. This should remind you of something that you used to play with when you were little, the seesaw. You would not be able to lift a friend and just carry them, but if you used a seesaw, a lever, you would be able to do that. Okay, so you have a first-class lever in your neck. Okay, it's kind of like the seesaw. Your head is the lever. The muscle will provide the effort force, and then the face and the chin will go up the other way. So you move your head up and down, and that's an example of a first-class lever. A second-class lever is like when you stand up on your toes. The fulcrum is located here at the end, and you move your body up with the muscles in the back of your leg, and then the whole body goes up. So this is the effort force, and then this is the resistance force, or the load. And then the third class lever, you have the most of these in your body, is when you lift something. Okay? And so you have the fulcrum right here at the elbow. You use this muscle to do the effort, and then the weight gets lifted up. That's the resistance or the load. If you used your whole arm, the fulcrum would be located here at the shoulder. Okay? And if you just use your lower arm, fulcrum would be here. You also have third-class lever in your leg when you kick a soccer ball. The hip joint or the knee joint would be the fulcrum, and then the muscles would provide the effort, and then moving the foot would be the resistance. So your joints are like the fulcrum, the bones is like the lever, the rigid rod, and then your muscle provide the effort force. Thank you.